Gangster. 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 Gangster.
Yeah, it's Ricky Licks, you sucker motherfucker, don't you know I'm ill? I've been murdering the track while you've been begging for a meal. I've been grinding on the roads and yeah, I'm telling you it's real. Look, I'm on the street but I ain't begging for a meal. I got people on my phone list, daily with still. I got charm, I got your girl falling head over heels. Don't care if you're real, I came to do a dance on your back. I got listeners hungry, like they blasting the crack. I got you fiending for more because I'm dark on the track. And I'm a crook, but I'm known for this rapping as well. And if my boys start, you know I'm scrapping as well. It's the road that got me feeling like I'm trapped in this hell. I sometimes wish that I was back in the cell, so can you feel me? Has my lyric hit your soul yet? And fuck a dough check, I'm trying to get a Rolex. I got big balls like a holy man with no sex. After 2 minutes again, she lifted up the dress. I took her in the alleyway and made a bloody mess. An old city soldier, I'm old school like Rainbow. Do a move, change clothes, roll with the same blows. I switch it up differently, verbal anesthetic. Yeah, my flow is athletic, but your flow is paralytic. I'm a THC robber, if I see it, I'ma get it. If it's dry, then I'ma wet it. Pour my words with the ice. I know some real nasty characters that creep in the night. And while you're clubbing with your boys, I'm getting deep in your eyes. Spit heat for the night. The way I hit the stand, it's like a president. I spit that fire, I'm sick, I got that medicine. Ducking pigs down the back roads, I'm peddling food. You ain't listening to the knowledge which they spreading to you. It's all about the fast money, fast women and shit. But it's dark and lonely when you live the shit. Take it to the beat where I can take it to the street. You know the haters in the street will make it hard for you to eat. Up on mics, I put these pushes in place, your bricks are killing me. Cause none of you are real, it's just that you be faking good. You fucking me, I leave your body up in Drayton Woods. I knock you out and take your goods, I'm not the sort to be a victim. I'm the type to go to prison then come out and run about head loose, surrounded by these animals. Every Saturday and Sunday morning Hannibals. Ulcers in your mouth, feeling pain and rejection. Some of us are straight down because of childhood projection, but some of us are down due to social infection. This is just a view from my own perception. An angry young man when I see my reflection. Gotta sin every day to fulfill my good intentions. You guessed I wouldn't do it. You ain't good at guessing. You ain't good at guessing. We'll leave it at that. Ricky Licks, Sacred Beats, taking over.
Yo, what's good, people? It's the Gangsta Hippy podcast. We're back. It's your boy Ricky Licks. We've got Leo on the ones and twos. We've got Case over there. What's good, my bro?
Wagwan.
Don't know. And we've got special guest, my brother, and the legendary EA producer, rapper, Sid Sacred, a.k.a. Sacred Beats, a.k.a. Josh. What's good, bro?
Hello, everybody.
It's good to have you on the show, bro. It's I've been on at you for a while to get you on edge, you know what I mean?
I'm shy. I like to stay behind the scenes normally.
Yeah, and I appreciate you coming on, bro, because I know that you're not really a man in front of the camera, and you've been trying to get us to do just the audio and this and that, but I managed to fucking persuade you to come on and do it, you know what I mean? We've got a lot of history in this music shit, and you know, I thought it'd be good to bring Case as well, because we kind of all came up at the same time together, didn't we? But yeah, that track, Sacred Ceremonies, obviously off Dark Matter 1, do you know what I mean? Dark Matter 1 is where it all started for us. And as soon as you hear that sound of Dark Matter, it just takes me back somewhere, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, to my studio in Mousehold, my old flat.
Yeah.
In my bedroom.
Yeah, legendary, do you know what I mean? Because, hold on, in Will Smith on one of the Dark Matters, with the neighbours shouting or something?
I think he's on 2 or 3 of them. He managed to get his way into a skit more than once.
He did, yeah. Rest in peace to Will, do you know what I mean? Because over the years, there's been people who's been just as much part of our circle within the music, but just never made music themselves. But like someone like Will, do you know what I mean? He always fucked with the music.
Yeah, he was always there.
He got thrown off fucking stage. But Mobb bounced. Was you at the Mobb
I think I
Deep?
remember
I was there.
that. Yeah,
he got
that
standing next
waterfront.
to you.
Like a rag doll.
Me and you just looked at each other and burst out laughing.
Yeah.
But what can you do with that at that point?
Only Will could do that, do you know what I mean?
1 minute he was with us, and the next minute he was on stage, like getting bundled off by
Yeah.
Mobb Deep security.
But yeah, now the studio down Mousehole, do you know what I mean? There's something about using a house studio, isn't there? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't.
I think for most of the first album, we was recording it at Future, and then the last track on that, we recorded on a microphone. You know, like we had headphones for a microphone.
Yeah.
And after that, you came round and you'd bought a condenser mic.
Yeah.
We started doing that.
Bosh.
So that was the start of it.
Yeah. I mean, let's take it back all the way back, because I'm trying to think, did we meet back in the day?
I think I came up Helsden once.
Yeah, because we obviously met through Todd, big up Todd.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You know, and then I met Whitley, you, Spenny G, that circle of people, do you know what I mean?
I had a tape of you once. My mate Spenny brought a tape out. We used to sit in the shed and smoke and listen to tapes and that, and he had a tape of you.
Yeah, dope.
Yeah.
From jail, obviously. Yeah.
And then when I started making instrumentals and that, I had to try and get you on it.
Yeah. Now,
So
big
it
up to Spenny, do you know what I mean? I remember I remember seeing him down Darren Road one time, and I was literally like, you know, when you're just ready to quit.
Yeah.
I just thought, you know what, no one's listening to my music. I'm throwing it out there to an empty audience. Even my friends don't fuck with like my music. I was at that place.
Low point.
And I just remember bumping into him and just his words. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Do you know what I mean? But you can tell it's like...
He's always a fan.
He meant that shit.
No, it was good. It was
Like,
refreshing to hear it.
CD and this and that. When you said that lyric, and that's what it's all about. That was enough for me to then go on a 10-year run. I've put out 50 fucking albums since then. Do you know what I mean? So big up Spenny.
But when one person tells you how much your music impacts them, it means a lot. It means, especially when you're at the point where you think no one cares, but then that one person, like, you know what? Nah, it means a lot.
You've always got one or two super fans.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And real fans as well.
Do you know what I mean? Like, even now, songs make me cry. Do you know what I mean? Like, just hit you on the wrong day, you come out of someone's died, or you come out of a relationship, you got shit going on in your life, and then that Adele song comes on, or that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
So to have that effect on other people is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's an honour, really, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
That's what I mean, because you're affecting someone's emotions based on what you were feeling at that point. So yeah, it makes them feel like they're not the only person going through that.
Yeah,
that's a big. That's what I mean. So when you're musicians, you do that, it feels good.
Yeah,
it's a selfish profession.
People don't understand. Do you know what I mean? Because like people fucking like they look at us in terms of what have you done? This is something that you're spending all your time and money and effort on. What have you achieved?
Yeah.
How many views have you got? How many? Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
when you're in that life, it's a lot more complex, isn't it?
Yeah, you're just trying to make songs that are, you know, stand the test of time and last forever, basically.
Making classic music.
Exactly.
And how many friends of ours has it saved their fucking mental health? It's literally probably kept them alive.
Probably
Some
everyone.
people, do you know what I mean?
More than once.
Everyone that has been worked with us, isn't it? Has at some point used music to get out of that low point. So it's.
I definitely, when I'm at a crossroad, I don't know what I'm doing in life. Music's always there.
We wouldn't have met if it wasn't for music. It's like I wouldn't have met any of you guys if it wasn't for music. So, it forms and like lifelong partnerships
do.
and because it's like I just said before we started recording, how the first track you guys did like we just played, how that was the first introduction I had to Sacred Beats, and I was like, I hate that bastard. That piano was so fucking hard.
Yeah.
And instantly I was like, I need to know who he is, what it's about, because it's just like that's what music does to me.
That's what I like about the podcast. Now all them producers who used to think that you was being funny with them now know that you was being funny with them because you've told them.
Because I told them, because it's
you you little prick.
Because I don't know if it's the same with you, Giles. It's like I use a lot of that jealousy in my work, because like a lot of stuff that Giles has done, or Mies has done, or Lee has done, has helped me honestly get work out there, because it's just like, oh, I've got to.
Yeah, you've got to up your game. You've got to try and be the best.
When you hear, doo, Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun. Like how dare you?
If your friends put out a project and you're hating on that, then that's something weird.
That is definitely weird.
But if it's put them out and you're jealous because like you want to do something like that, that's a good thing.
That's a definitely good thing. So it's like when
you've been inspired, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's like all the producers around us. Mees has been inspired by the Dark Matters. I've been inspired by the Dark Matters. It's like if you don't, then you are hating, and that's not a friend, is it?
So let's take it back to like, do you know what I mean? Me and you have met late 07.
Yeah. Oh, was it late 07 or 8? Oh yeah, one of those. Yeah, would have been.
Anyway, late 07, early 08. And then I guess that would have been the same time that we started hooking up. That's one of the first songs that we done, innit?
Yeah.
Sacred Ceremony. Fucking, I don't know if you've heard of these things called CDs, Lou. Remember the CD? You heard of them?
Oh snap!
You know what I mean?
Shots fired.
These youngsters, they don't know the pain. Was you making music when there were CDs around? Probably not, was you? No. Because you got to think every studio session we had.
Oh my days, CDs, yeah.
5 people's on the track, 5 people.
5 CDs.
All that plastic.
Every single one, yeah.
I think there's a box up there with bare CDs, and it's just
that's how we used to
they
get
say
beats.
things like case 10, case 20 fucking million, sacred. Like I should get them CDs because I bet there's something on there.
There's definitely stuff we can at least sample them.
So we was like, do you know what I mean? So I started working on both your beats at the same time, pretty much. But fucking with the Dark Matter thing, you know, it lived up to its name. It's all from the start, like with that track there, it always had that airy sound. There's an airy feeling to the Dark Matter albums, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know when it's.
I think on certain other albums, like The Movement and stuff, where we try to be a little bit more commercial.
Yeah.
With Dark Matter, there's none of that. It's like
Dark Matter is strictly, this is who we are, this is what we do, take it or leave it.
Yeah, it was. I didn't aim for it to be like that, but it just came out all sinister and grimy.
Why are you like that?
I don't know.
Great question. Why?
Don't get me started.
What music did you used to fuck with when you was younger?
The first stuff I really liked was Guns N' Roses, and mainly because it had swearing in it. I thought it was cool. I thought they looked like badass. They were badass.
Cool. Yeah, come on, bro. Axel.
Bandana and
The
everything.
songs were good.
He's looking like the mum out of Goonies now. You send that picture.
No. I've got to look at it. But Guns N' Roses, yeah.
Take me down to the paradise. Nah, come on, Guns.
I can imagine, like, what was it? So it was Guns N' Roses and who else?
Like bands like Nirvana.
So was it mainly bands?
Yeah, I was into bands. I played guitar. I was a grunger. That sort of stuff.
See, that's something I never knew.
Yeah.
I thought it was just strictly hip hop all the way through.
And then later on, I started getting into hip hop when I was in high school, like Cypress Hill and that. Even before I was at high school, I think I had a Cypress Hill tape.
Black Sunday.
Yeah, Black Sunday.
And this shit goes
And I was about
down.
8 or something, and I was
You know what I
singing.
mean? And they're
I
saying
want
shit.
to get high,
Yeah.
so high.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not.
I think
not
about
good, is it?
I think
For an
about
8-year-old.
that. Do you know what I mean? I think about. Have you ever heard of Judge Dredd?
What, the cartoon?
Now the singer.
No.
Because I remember being little, and there was a guy, like my mum and dad would have this tapes of this guy. He's the guy who had I'm a wanker, and it does me good, and like all these mad songs. These songs have been getting made, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only difference is, I was listening to it on a podcast the other day, Raycon was on Joe Rogan, and he said, the woman that got the parental advisory stickers put on there, do you know what I mean? When hip hop come along, do you know what I mean? Like, it was scary for America, bro.
It must
like,
have been.
They were saying
Yeah,
attack
like,
the old bill. Like,
Ice Cube was really political, wasn't he?
yeah, NWA, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Public Enemy.
So when you were listening to that kind of back then, were you listening to more like the lyrics or the music behind the lyrics and stuff like that, or were you just
I
listening?
couldn't
for
really
listening?
understand the lyrics, but now I go back and listen to the lyrics, and I just think these guys are horrible.
Yeah.
It's not nice at all.
It's
It's properly
You see,
like
above all
nasty.
all jokes aside, like some of these rappers really got in my head when I was young.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. We were talking about Eminem earlier on.
Yeah.
Eminem. Listen to Eminem all day long in your headphones. It's gonna
happen. Yeah.
Sticky fingers, bruv. It's like he was talking to me, telling me to rob people and do all this mad shit.
it does affect your way of
course.
thinking, yeah. And that's why when you look back now, you're thinking, there's a correlation there. There's a correlation between what I was listening to and what I was doing later on in
It's
life.
going to put you on a bad path.
Yeah.
What is very hard to get signed if you're positive, though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Especially in
It's nearly
America.
impossible. It's impossible.
Pretty much everyone
Everywhere.
who gets a big deal now is like an ex-gang member or still in a gang or has killed someone or 10 people. Or, do you know what I mean? Like, the positive people are very few and far between that bust into the mainstream.
But yeah.
Your Kendricks, your J. Coles are very few and far between, aren't they?
I don't even think Kendrick's positive, but I see what you mean, though. I think Kendrick's a proper dark. When you like, for me, music. When I listen musically, I think he's a dark kind of. He's a dark artist because he's never talking about happy stuff. He's always talking about things that are pretty big in culture, big in what's happening right now, and it's never like, oh, the world's gonna be. Even that song, "We Gonna Be All Right." That's not about being okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like it depends how you take the message, I guess, as well. And that's why I was quite intrigued about where Giles was if he was listening to lyrics or
Yeah, Giles has said he was an emo.
That's what I mean. So
there was no such thing as an emo back in the day.
so what was it then? Just
I was a grunger. That's what I
that
was.
is that was a
Grunger,
grunger, yeah.
I had ripped jeans. I had long hair.
He was a teenage dirtbag, baby.
I was the original teenage dirtbag.
So how did you what transition for you from going from like Nirvana to your Ice Cubes and stuff like that? How did that? Who always
He's already said
the
because
time
Nirvana
changed.
was very close to Cypress Hill and all that, weren't it? Do you know what I mean?
In the 90s, yeah.
It was dark.
Yeah.
I remember being young, having that Black Sunday cassette tape,
Yeah, I had it, yeah.
and I remember drawing the pictures. Do you know what I mean? And even as a young kid, in Black Sunday, you open up the first bit of the tape, and it tells you all about hemp.
Yeah,
There's
there's like a
20
big
facts
cannabis
about
leaf in it.
marijuana. Yeah, do you know what I mean? But I mean, who done more for the weed game than Cypress Hill over the years? Do you know what I mean? When it was like fully illegal everywhere, they just used to smoke everywhere. Like, do you know what I mean? Nowadays, like you got Wiz Khalifa
Nowadays, it's just everywhere, isn't it now?
yeah, back then, do you know what I mean? Cypress Hill. But I had a mate called Oliver Bishop, and big up to him. And fucking his older brother was a proper Nirvana head, do you know what I mean? But he fucked with Cypress Hill.
Yeah.
So there was that crossover, weren't there, where grungers listened to Cypress Hill. And
Yeah,
that's
like
obviously
skateboarder
why
scene,
Cypress
wasn't
Hill went on to make rock albums, didn't they?
Because that was a good transition for him, isn't it? Nice and easy, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, I wasn't a skateboarder, but I was part of that.
Yeah.
I used to hang around with skateboarders.
So what about nowadays? Like, what do you fuck with nowadays? Because you go through that period when you're in your teens, you find hip hop, and then you don't listen to anything else but that one thing for a little while. But like, have you found that you've gone back and listened to like stuff that your dad did, like all stuff like
Yeah,
that?
I listen to even older music now.
Yeah.
I'm in a country band at the minute, actually, so I'm listening
Okay.
to a lot of country music.
So what's that all about? Talk about that then. You're in a band with who?
I'm in a band with a load of old geezers.
Right.
Were you
Yeah,
playing?
it's going all right.
Have you got a name?
Play guitar. Pig Iron is the name.
Pig Iron.
Pig Iron, yeah.
Pig Iron, yeah. What is
Yeah.
there stuff online and all that?
Not yet. No,
Not
we're going
yet.
to be doing some shows soon, hopefully.
Where did Pig Iron come from? I need to know that part.
There's a book. What's the book? 1984. They talk about pig iron in that.
Animal Farm.
Yeah, the George Orwell book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He talks about pig iron, and it's like a sort of rubbish quality steel.
So
they
it's
make,
that kind
basically.
of vibe. Yeah. No, we get it.
Working man kind of start.
yeah.
Would you say working man kind of? I'm now thinking of the old ways of saying it. It's a working man kind of music.
So you've done a Beyonce then?
Yeah.
You've left the urban music
Exactly that.
and you've gone back to the roots, do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, now to be fair, bruv, we was playing a couple of songs the other day, weren't we, Lee? Like some of these country artists nowadays, because you think country just died when hip-hop was born, but nah.
No,
It's
it
some
morphed.
sick country, bruv. And now they're like, do you know what I mean?
The country's letting a lot more hip hop into it now.
They're just songs, aren't
What's
they?
that?
Just songs.
I was gonna say it tonight.
I think
Yeah, they got some mad titles of songs, do you know what I mean? They're like...
They're pretty
I
dark
wish
as
I
well.
knew the names of them. I don't know any of them, but I've heard
Some of the songs are pretty dark as well. There's loads of songs. There's guys
Yeah.
killing their wives and all
yeah.
sorts.
There's
And let's be real, when it
stories.
comes to storytelling, do you know what I mean? The country
Exactly, yeah,
singers,
exactly
bro,
that.
The Johnny Cash, what's the Silver Fox? What's his name? Kenny Rogers. Do you know what I mean?
You're gonna laugh at me, but even Dolly Parton.
What?
Dolly.
Jolene, come on.
Right, like Dolly wrote some stories that you, as a man,
did she
here.
write them though? Was she a songwriter?
She was definitely part of it.
Was she?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna say, without research, I want to say that she was part of the writing process of Jolene.
Yeah.
Because that was such a no. Do you not think?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I want to put a bet on now.
So we're gonna find that out. So you're young, do you know what I mean? You've started listening to hip hop. What was more your thing in your prominent years? So from like 14 to 20, was it like hip hop, drum? A lot of my friends was drum and bass and stuff. What was your main thing?
Yeah, I started with hip hop, Gravediggers and Mobb Deep and all that stuff. And then when I was 17, I started getting into drum and bass, DJing and that. That was probably more influential on my
So
producing.
you had some decks and all that, yeah?
Yeah,
some
we had
techniques,
decks.
yeah.
All my mates had decks. We all
Yeah.
used to MC,
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
to raves.
because that would have been around the time before I went on my long holiday.
Yeah.
So before I went away and started writing to hip hop, I was at these house parties. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't know if we was at the same one. Maybe we was. I don't know. Fuck knows. But I remember going to ones in Whitley and
I've been to
spending
ones
all
in
that
Helston
was it.
before.
Yeah, but I actually spat my first bars on drum and bass. You know what I mean? I'd just be off my nut. Do you know what I mean? Fucking, and I can remember. I remember being about 18 and going fucking
Grabbing the mic.
666 Ricky Licks in the mix. Something about the Jesus started robbing for his fix, so they sentenced him to crucifix. But I can still remember this bar like
good.
all these years later. Cause do you know what I mean?
Real wholesome bars.
I remember being in a house party. Yeah, I was around Todd and Sonny's, and I just remember everyone there, and everyone's vibing. And I'm killing the room. And then I've closed my eyes, do you know what I mean? And I'm vibing. And I don't know how long I must have been spitting for. But there's like 3 people left. One person's flaked across the dog. Another person, I was like, fuck, I must have just been, just sent
kept going.
everyone to sleep, you know what I mean? But fucking, so yeah, boom. So what was, what made you want to get into music then?
I don't know. I used to play guitar and that. I was into DJing.
Well, you played your guitar before you got your decks?
Yeah. I learnt guitar when I was a little kid,
Yeah.
and then I was into DJing when I was a teenager. And then after that, I thought, I could do this. I can make some beats.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
Yeah.
And then I got in touch with you, and then we started doing it.
So when did you start making beats? Was it around that time?
It probably was 08. That was
08,
when I
yeah.
first started doing it.
Yeah. That's the thing, like we were saying before we started recording, we're all coming up for our 20-year anniversaries with this shit.
Yeah.
A lot of us met in 07, 08, do you know what I mean? It's just mad, really.
Man, it went quick,
Time
didn't it?
flies.
Yeah. And I see it now that I look back, I see that every time that fucking I've built a team and we've helped put something together, whether it's fucking Antisocial, Elbow Grease, Gangsta Hippy, do you know what I mean? It's like a football manager having to rebuild.
Every season.
And every era has been new faces. Let's try and, do you know what I mean? Like Antisocial, like let's try and between us, we had like us 3, Dan Slang, Treebs, Creeper Dan, Pex, Zara, Danny,
Treble.
Treebs, Tyler, Steph, fucking, you had Bourne, you had fucking Ish,
You had a few-
Marlon.
Yeah, I was gonna say
all
you
the
could
LMS.
go on
You
for
had
a while.
Watts. Do you know what I mean? Like the whole city was behind us at this. Like we used to fucking pack out the clubs. Do you know what I mean? Nowadays,
Yeah, that's true.
it's hard to get 20, 30 people in a club. Back in the day, like people used to fucking come and support, and like everyone would be out. And the thing that I prided myself on, so there's never a fight in any of the fucking antisocial events back in the day. Yeah, like all the fucking dodgiest people might
Yeah.
be there. But it was always peace, you know what I mean? There was always good events and like good vibes.
But you find your fans or your groups grow with you. So not all, that's why a lot of them. It's harder now to get them all out now because they're all adults with families and
Yeah,
kids and-
bruv. People
so it's
forget
like-
what I was like as well. But I get on with some of the people now, do you know what I mean? But I was a nightmare fucking in my mid-20s, do you know what I mean? I thought I was fucking Tupac, bruv. Like,
That's the thing. Like when you're in that age time, everybody feels they're they're the main character of the
Yeah,
story.
and I fell out with loads of people in music. You know what I mean? I fell out with loads.
There was a
of
few
people.
beefs over the years.
There was a few.
I fell out with loads of people. Even like right down to video men and producers and all sorts of shit. Do you know what I mean? Like,
That's where
did you get a lot of pricks
yeah.
within this fucking thing? Do you know what I mean?
That's where as producers, I think, I don't know about you, but for me, that was a lot easier to just keep my head out of it. Just give you the beats, let you guys have the beef, and then
The MCs, that's where all the ego is.
yeah, look, we've been trying to stay out of the camera for like the last 15 years. So it's one of those ones where the music beef was definitely a funny part of the journey. Because it was
I always used to love it when there was a beef, though. It was exciting.
It was probably
funny.
making it
People going at each
yeah.
other.
Yeah. Now you forget about all them mad times, don't you?
Some classic.
Like I said, I don't
clashes.
really want to bring stuff up, but there
No,
was some funny.
I wasn't going to
things.
name any names.
You don't
but-
need
I'm not
bring
going to bring stuff up.
You just need to know that, yeah, it's
Because shit's
just
dead.
funny.
But yeah, like I went to extremes. Do you know what I mean? Like,
You took a few people out of the whole scene.
bruv, it was mad. Do you know what I mean?
They never came back.
Bruv, it was mad.
I remember some late night messages. It was like, oh no.
Yeah. And if I had a bottle of brandy and I'm on Facebook, on a fucking mad one, do you know what I mean?
Bro, I felt like after these things where people would fall out, some good albums came out of them, of those situations.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. And fucking like away from music, like you've both been there through me with some crazy shit, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
About going into details, do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's always been more than music, like away from music when I've needed you both, like through some peak times, you've both been there, do you know what I mean?
I think that's the difference with a lot of relationships. Out of the music thing, there's an actual friendship there. So yeah, we've been through some stuff, but it's just like it makes the music we make a lot more grounded. I think I feel what you're saying because I was there and I felt it.
Of course, yeah.
you know?
I wish I was a rapper who just done multi-syllable bars and just rhyme patterns, but I
No,
don't.
but
I put my life on this
Yeah,
shit,
that's
you
it.
know what I mean? Everyone knows what I've been through because I've rapped about it all.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I was saying to Leo earlier on, how many rappers don't talk about women?
yeah,
Which is gay.
Yeah, it is.
it is.
Not that it's thing, do you know what I mean? If you're gay, that's fine.
Yeah,
But like, you go to a lot of hip-hop events, there's no birds there.
Yeah, that's true.
Rappers will make a whole album without talking about a bird once.
it's a very
Like it makes them look weak. I don't know.
no.
Fuck
That's
no.
hip hop is that kind of.
Some of
it
my
still
weirdest
has that.
shit is about love and relationships. You know what I mean?
Hip hop feels like it's like one of the last parts of like society that's like still holding on to that part of the culture.
You know what it is? You've got to be able to do it well within hip hop.
Yeah.
You've still got to look cool, or you've still got to have your. Do you know what I mean?
What
Say you're someone big like 50 Cent. There's a way that he would talk about a chick, innit?
yeah,
But still keeping himself, innit?
still keeping yourself macho and like gangsterish. Like yeah, there's ways, but it's like I don't know. In hip hop, it's one of those ones where you are judged, but if you are really good at what you do, we don't care. Like if you're really good at what you do, we don't like you can do. There's some stuff that you could be doing. We don't care. It's the skills that we're interested in. But if you're not that good, and you bring some other stuff with it, you know, you're gonna get judged.
Ice Spice put out a couple flops recently, so like.
Is she still doing it?
So recently, you're just seeing her going back to just like on Instagram. Just you might as well just shake your ass because that's where you get. Do you know what I mean? You
That's
might as
where
well
you
just
are,
do
though.
that because that's where you're getting your likes.
That's what you are nowadays. You have to catch not only musically their attention but visually. So she not only because I think the flops were when she's just standing in front of the camera and rapping.
But would you rather have music now with no mystique, or music back in the day with mystique? As like you didn't know fuck all about their lives.
Yeah.
Did you?
No, I think it's better when they are personal. You know what I mean?
So now where you can see everything.
I'm not sure about seeing everything, but when they actually talk about their lives, it's better, isn't it? It's more real.
But I thought they
Rather than
did
just
that
writing.
more.
No, I'm kind of on about like the artists nowadays, not about what they're singing about or their lyrics. I'm on about now we know about their lives because we can see it.
You know
through
what they
social
have
media.
for breakfast Tuesday. You know what I mean?
Back in the
that kind
day,
of
you
thing.
rarely think they could be up to anything.
Yeah. That's
Do you know what I mean?
that's when music was.
Listening to rock bands like, yeah, these lot sit around and fucking sacrifice people and do mad worship, and when really they're all proper geeks and that. Do you know what I mean?
IT consultants.
Yeah. Is that Wayne? Can't remember Wayne's World when Alice Cooper starts talking. Is that funny?
Oh.
Seeing that he's proper smart, isn't he? You know what I
That
mean?
is that. Yeah. So I'd definitely say back then. Definitely back then when you didn't know before social media, basically. Before I could literally go on a app and see what you did.
Like the singers and stuff, you didn't know what they was like. And you know what I mean? It's just mysticism. One of my favourite songs of all time is House of the Rising Sun, you know what I mean? And they found them lyrics in a house, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Is that right?
Yeah, so they never knew who writ that song. Which is, do you know what I mean?
That's mad.
But it's a song about a brothel, isn't it? Do you know
That's
what I mean?
I didn't know. I didn't know they didn't know who wrote that.
So like,
See that's not only that is that.
but that's mystic. Do you know what I mean?
Not
That's
only is
like
it a good story, but not a good
someone
song,
writ a song, just writ a.
and just left it.
Little did they know what would happen. Like they might have been dead when it like come out. Who knows? But
You don't get
fucking,
that no more.
We did a remix of that, didn't I?
How should have? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I did.
How should
You recorded too?
That's at that point now. Bro. I was
So
just
many,
thinking
don't
we
you
done
know?
Vietnam, didn't we?
Yeah, we did Vietnam.
How should have? We must have done. How could we not have done? I know.
We definitely did.
I know we done all the leaves of brown. We done California Dream. I'll be very surprised if we haven't done House of the Rising Sun. To be fair,
Definitely
Yeah,
did.
Fucking go for 'em. So boom, but like, so Dark Matter 5 is out.
Dark Matter
Do you
5
know
is
what
out.
I mean? We
Only
released.
took them 10 years to release.
Took your time. Yeah.
We released Dark Matter 1 in 2008. Would you say?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And was it a dark matter every
I ain't even got
couple
my
of
phone,
years?
so I'd
or-
like to have a look at it. I'd like to have a look at the fucking.
So was it every couple of years a dark matter, or was it?
You
like,
know what? Let's go
not
to
even
Dark
sure.
Matter 2. Let's play a song, innit? Of Dark Matter 2, Lee. You know which one we want to play? So the first song that we played was off Dark Matter 1, and then this is off Dark Matter 2. And then where was this recorded?
All of Dark Matter 2 was recorded at Mousehold.
Household, innit? At your
Yeah.
house studio.
And 3.
Yeah.
Smiling again. Yeah. These just making me smoke. It's beautiful. I need social.
A chubby freckle face, a hustler for the footy stickers. All in the 80s when the economy was looking sicker. A young OG, I was shy with girls. And while they chasing around the tail, I was eyeing the world. Thinking this is gonna be my big star or more. A cheeky grin and a bad school report. Early teens, I was a regular, attending the court. Fell out of love with sports, fell in love with getting smashed. Years on that hash, I'm a pro with a bag and a bottle. Then these chasers with the foot on the throttle. Make a ball fight a next man's puff. And all these people are the ball. Been keeping it raw since our tagging days. Fuck chicks in toilets, fuck chicks in alleyways. Drove country lanes with men completely slipped up. Since sick stuff until our heart is fucked. You can't have all this hate without a little bit of love. What? Maybe I put too much responsibility in certain younger man. I only wanted their help, cause I could feel the hunger, man. Shit, back in the 90s, I was like F-sex. Best kept secrets underground like death text. The herb keep me zoned just so I can feel less stress. The mess which you make can be difficult to tidy up. First day in prison, long term was trying to size you up. I don't rise up unless my war God calls me. Had to leave a couple man left, bloody and gory. Never had to chat shit, I really done it, you can see the proof. Man in the end show love, but they'll still eat your food. You get a Ricky Lick special just for being rude. And yuppie pricks are trying to call us grown up bullies. What? I got an army dressed in black hoodies. Iller than my classmates and destined for badness. But I'm destined for greatness, but you're heading for average.
Destined for greatness, but they're destined for average. Know what I mean? What's this sample, Derek?
I don't even know who sings this.
No idea.
I thought you knew everything about music, bro.
Nah.
It's an obscure
the
artist.
biggest misnomer about me is I know stuff about me. My brain isn't about remembering
Measy
names.
would know who this is.
My brain would remember the instrumental, but wouldn't remember the name.
I've got it from a Northern Soul compilation CD.
Off a CD, yeah?
Yeah, off a CD.
Lee was sampling off cassette tapes the other day. Do you know what I mean?
A whole generation before CDs.
Yeah, no, I like seeing shit like that. Like people taking it organic, do you know what I mean? Even though I've never been a producer, I appreciate the art of like going vinyl shopping and, do you know what I mean? Like
Producing
looking
is
for
hard.
samples and shit, do you know what I mean?
Some people like forget producing. Like when you find a sample, to take that sample and turn it into this, what you're hearing now.
This one
It
is
ain't-
a straight copy, just copy and paste. And put a
Just
drum beat
ruin
on
my
it.
whole point.
Hate to ruin that.
And that's where that's where your personality and your character comes out, do you know what I mean? Like you two, like, are very, very different producers,
Yeah,
do you know
we do
what I
it a
mean?
different way.
Every producer has their own specific way of doing stuff. It's like when I saw Lee do his stuff, it was just like it's alien. Every time you see a new producer do something different, it's alien to you. Like, why are you doing that? And then you see why they're doing it. It's almost like being taught a magic trick. And that's exactly how I've explained it with people. It's being taught a magic trick that you know magic yourself, but you're always trying to learn more magic tricks. And you meet other magicians who teach you new stuff. That's what I've always seen it as.
It's a craft.
Yeah, you got to work at it every single day. You're never done, never complete.
Who are your biggest, who are your favourite producers?
Favorite producers in rap. Well, you got to love Dre. He makes the classic sound.
Yeah,
Hip
of
hop.
course,
That classic
come on.
era.
It's got to be the Neptunes for me.
That's all in when we were ring, ring,
Yeah.
ding, 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 ding.
That
Can't keep your
2001,
head.
that 2001 era.
Come on, bruv.
Eminem, 50 Cent, all that stuff.
Even when I weren't into hip hop as a little kid, that
Yeah.
music was there. You could hear it. It was come. Do you know what I mean?
But then Wu-Tang was a big thing for me as well.
So this is where Pharrell was big for people like me, where we weren't gangster rap people. We were just people who like rap, and then Pharrell and the Neptunes come out.
Wu-Tang was probably the biggest influence for me because they were like different. They were dark and eerie, and they were
As
actually
a-
saying something intelligent as well sometimes.
As a rapper, bruv, it was that New York sound. It was Havoc. It was RZA. It was Alchemist. That sound.
Yeah.
That's what made me want to write them beats there.
Alchemist beats are
Leave
sick.
me away for years. Them beats, I had tapes for, do you know what I mean? Imagine just writing to the same beats for years. I did though, do you know what I mean?
But I don't think I
Beats
have.
were hard to come by.
What do you have a favorite rapper?
Of course, come on, bro.
Like,
Everybody knows that about me. Everyone
See,
knows that about me.
I don't have a favorite.
And the funny thing
producer.
about it is I weren't a Pac fan until he died.
Ah, okay.
Do you know what I mean? And I don't ever claim to be like, I weren't a big fan of his when he was alive, and I weren't really into hip hop.
Was
either, do you
was
know what I mean?
changes before or after he
I
died?
didn't get into hip hop until like maybe I tell you when I got into hip hop around the time that he died because I remember Changes come out just after he died, didn't it?
That's when I see
On a
the
different
in-
beat, down, down, down.
1996.
Because the thing with a lot of Tupac's music, that's not the beats.
No.
Like Changes, I think that's a chop up of like two different songs. Do you know what I mean?
A lot of his famous tracks are after he died, aren't they?
Well, if you listen to Tupac on Spotify and just listen to a playlist, it's like listening to me on Dark Matter. There's bare ad libs that are out. There's bare like things ain't perfect, but I like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because back then hip hop weren't all about being perfect. A lot of the Wu-Tang shit that fucking we was listening to was being made in fucking attics and lofts and fucking, do you know what I mean? Sock over fucking speakers and shit because there's no mic guard and just all of that shit, do you know what I mean? Like we were saying earlier, using fucking headphones to record, done all of that shit.
Yeah. Using the TVs as monitors, mate. We've gone through them all.
I mean, I'm not a producer or an engineer, but nowadays the programs, like as long as you can record it all right, you can do so much on the mixing and mastering, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all preset for you nowadays. But even then, it's still an art to working that out, making it what you want it to sound like. Like when, I guess you don't use like preset settings when you're producing or when you're engineering.
Sometimes.
Do you tweak them or do you just leave them as they are?
Sometimes I use presets.
Yeah.
Sometimes I make my own. Depends. I'm not going to lie. Mostly I use presets
Yeah.
because they're better.
Do you ever tweak them? Or do you just
Yeah, tweak the EQ sometimes, or put a bit more reverb, or put a chorus or something else on there.
yeah,
Yeah.
adding your own little touch? Because there's a sound to a sacred beat. There's a specific sound
Yeah.
that you wouldn't hear anywhere else, which is what.
There's
of
an
it.
airiness and there's a darkness, and some of my darkest lyrics have come out on your beats, I'd say.
It was. Yeah, it was gritty. It were gritty times.
Do you know what I mean? Fucking, I remember Treebs coming to Mousehold.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I've always said that's one person who really made me step my game up. When Treebs came on
He
the
was good,
scene,
wasn't he?
I was like, shit, this guy's fucking good, bruv. Like on any beat, he was just
Yeah.
a madman with
could-
it.
Any
Yeah.
genre.
He could sit on any
There's not
beat.
many people, not even being big-headed, but I've been like, nah. I always felt like I was the best, and then someone would come along like, yeah, nah, this person's fucking better than me, and I can admit that. He's sick, do you know what I mean?
Big up Treebs,
Treebs was like,
if you're listening.
Helps you step up your own game though, doesn't it?
Where's Treebs? now?
lyrically, do you know what I mean? It's just the way that any beat, like, would be out, and then it's a drum and bass, like, to the back-to-back with Creeper Dan, them doing their, like, he was just, on any beat, he was just a madman, do you know what I mean? But, you know, there was a lot of, everyone brought something different to what we, like, back in the day, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously Zara was like a very big influence. How she was with people in the studio, do you know what I mean? Like, she would proper mentor them, and like, do you know what I mean? She would like help young people and stuff. You know, there was fucking there was a lot of talent. Mumbles, do you know what I mean? Mike C, do you know what I mean?
There was
like,
some talent there, yeah.
yeah, bruv. Like, and that music, if it had like a label behind it, we was making some fucking good music. Some like,
Yeah.
you know, different scenes have blown like with less fucking talent than what, do you know what I mean? Still now there's a lot of talent around here, just for some I don't know what it is.
It's
like,
money. It all comes down to, like, do you have enough money to push through?
just that, like, I find it like people don't really support each other that much around here, and they never really have done.
I
think people would like really, that would make people sick to see one of their own do well. I know it does in every area because of envy and jealousy and stuff, but people are so reluctant to try and like, I've seen it with different people. People try and pull each other down and like.
But that's humans. That's a human experience, though, isn't it? With jealousy and greed. I want what they have. Why have they got it? I'm better than they are. And I mean, as a producer, I've had that experience where I'm just like, what the hell? I could make a beat better than that. Blah 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 blah. You got to humble yourself though a lot of the times as well, because a lot of the times when I do that, immediately I'm like, okay, you know what? They're there for a reason. I'm here for a reason.
One person that I would have put all my time and effort into would have been Hannah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Out of everyone that I've worked with over and still now,
Big up
she's
Hannah.
got that potential. Like,
Big up, Hannah.
like, I just think all round from everyone that I've worked with over the years,
She's talented.
not just her writing, the quickness of her writing. Do you know what I mean? Like,
The way she can just catch a melody quickly.
yeah,
as well.
bam. Like, do you know what I mean? She is so
Oh,
talented.
I miss Hannah.
And yeah, like wherever she is doing her thing, I hope she is doing her thing. But the character that she is, like a lot of us, she's never going to push herself properly to do it because she's an artist. She's not that business minded where she's going to push herself. Do you know what I mean? But
Well, why don't we play that Hannah track then now, seeing as we're talking about it?
yeah, which one?
It's track,
On what one?
it was on
Dark
Dark
Matter.
Matter 5.
All right, let's go to Dark Matter
think-
5. This is the most recent project. You know what I mean? This is.
This is a track that I'm very happy with. I wrote her verse, I wrote the lyrics and the melody and everything, and I paid for her to come down and sing it, and she is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
singer.
nah, do you know, one
Fantastic
thing you'll
singer.
get from her, she'll smash it every time. Especially if you're paying her, like,
Yeah.
you're right to pay her. Like, you always know what you're getting.
She was
She's
happy
very,
to come and
you know
do
what
it.
I
She
mean?
did it brilliant.
Yeah.
Was it shot?
Yeah.
They say he's psycho, but she don't mind. He's no good, no, and she is blind.
got is a black eye. There's so much love you sacrifice. Why? To get battered every night. Rose grabs a white. How the pain go away in the night. Walking on eggshells, scared to disagree. Money pullers got worse recently. You both got a habit and you can't admit it. He cheated once and you can't forget it. Little do you know it was more like 10 times. Neighbors heard crying at 9, shouting at 10 and then everything quiet. Shooting star in the sky. A mum found her body the very next day. Love is forever, together we pray. Love is forever, together we pray. I want my fucking Grammy, bro. You know what I mean? That was bars.
That's better than fucking,
That was bars.
Kendrick. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
This is quite a deep song. There was that girl, wasn't there, in Norwich?
That's what I was thinking, yeah. Do you know what I mean?
There was that girl in Norwich, and she
Yeah,
got
yeah, of
killed,
course, that-
got killed by her partner.
This was before that.
And
Yeah. Because, come on, that shit goes on.
and we all know that that sort of stuff happens. Yeah. But yeah, she's got a
You know
fantastic
what, Bob?
voice.
This song should be fucking remastered and put out again as a single. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one of my best songs that I'm most happy with.
I can't believe that I forgot about that, but that happens when you got thousands of songs in it.
So many songs.
Same as you.
So many
Like with your
songs.
beat, like when you have thousands of babies in it. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't remember all their names,
The amount of
let alone remember their birthdays.
no, the amount
You
of
know what I mean?
the amount of artists that come to me like, remember this song? They're like, no, I don't even remember the beat sometimes. But it only takes like 30 seconds to remember the beat. Like, oh yeah, when did I give you that?
Yeah. Now this gets political with me and Case because do you know what I mean? I fucking get beats off Case and then he sells them to me a year later because I forgot I bought them a year before. Do you know what I mean?
Listen to this guy
Okay.
trying to say I hustle him.
Yeah, but we're not going to go into that. Case has been scamming me for years. With beats, do you know what I mean? I paid one beat, I think I bought it 5 times. Do you know what I mean?
Hold on a minute, you're paying for beats?
Yeah.
I want back pay.
Oh,
But so, other than the dark matter things, let's look into it. So, so you didn't really say much about the country music. What kind of so what sort of stuff would you say that you're making with the
Making now,
Yeah, with the country band.
I'm just concentrating on my guitar playing, basically.
Yeah. So, what sort of music is that? Like, if you could say, yeah, that sort of country. Is it like Johnny Cash type of country? Is it fucking Kid Rock type of country? What sort
It's
of?
no type of country, really. It's just a psychedelic country band. That's how I'd describe it.
Boom. There it is, psychedelic.
wait, what you got in there? So you got a guitarist.
The band is sick, mate. There's a guitarist, pedal steel, second guitarist, drums, fiddle, bass.
Oh, so you
band
get a
is-
full
Oh,
band.
you got the
actually
whole
sick.
thing.
You got the full band.
So, what you trying to get in any festivals this year?
Yeah.
Or? Yeah, dope.
Hopefully, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
We're
'Cause it's
ready.
nice to see that whole setup, innit?
We've been practicing for about a year now, so that's
Yeah,
going well.
yeah, dope.
That's gonna be good to hear. What was your name again?
Pig Iron.
Pig Iron.
So, boom. What other things? What about the Pure Waves era?
Ah, the Pure Waves era.
So that's you and Dropper
What can I
Man.
say,
Big up
yeah.
Dropper Man. That
Yeah.
was an era, bro.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I remember seeing you two live. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we used to have a band as
Yeah,
well,
you
didn't we?
two used to.
Fucking
You
hell.
two used to kill it.
Takes
bro.
me back.
Did you ever see him and Dropper
No.
Man live?
Never. No.
Giles with the guitar.
Yeah, we had the band.
Do you know what I mean?
Guitar. Sometimes we used to practice like every day in my flat. Some of the neighbours actually moved out because we used to practice so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes we used to practice twice a day.
Dropper Man does not fuck around when it comes to lyrics.
Yeah.
I've been to his house and the wallpaper had lyrics everywhere in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
In
yeah.
his house, lyrics like that. You go around there, he's sweating, just up,
Just reading through.
and
Yeah,
his lyrics.
he's the type of guy when
He don't breathe like
when
I
he
do
gets
when
into
he's
something,
spitting.
he
He
does it obsessively.
obsessively, bro.
He's like practicing
But
for 8
big up
hours a day
Dropper
or
Man
something.
because
Yeah,
he's one of the best.
Dropper Man.
Do you know what I mean? He's one of the most fucking talented MCs ever to come out of this fucking
Definitely.
this county. Do you know what I mean?
But yeah,
Without
he's-
a shadow of a doubt. So that Pure Waves era, that was a nice little era.
Yeah,
And,
I was friends with Dudley from when we were kids, and then we used to be in the drum and bass scene together. And I always thought he was the best drum and bass MC out there. And then he came back and he was doing hip hop, and we did it together. There's an album, Pure Waves, Wave Machine.
Yeah, that's it. Is that everywhere, like Spotify and everything?
Yeah, I think it's still on there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that would be Pure Waves, the Wave Machine, innit?
Yeah.
That shit's dope, bruv. So yeah, if you lot haven't checked that out, go check that out. Maybe we can put the link in that too. You know what I mean? What other things? There was the when I was on my long holiday, you sent me some instrumentals.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So obviously, imagine me, being me, having beats sent in, like
Yeah.
beats from you as well.
Yeah, and that was me.
And they
at
were
my,
sitting
at
in
my
my
best.
property for ages. I couldn't get to them, but then I went to another place, and then you managed to. Good thing about when you go somewhere else, they don't know what's been in your property, so you're like, no, I had all that there. Stuff that I didn't have all that. You're like, yes, and do you know what I mean? So it was good moving sometimes, and I remember like, boom, getting to when I was out near Thetford, so that place, and having that cassette tape. Do you know what I mean? A full 2 sides. Of,
Yeah, I sent
of
I
Sacred
sent the
Beats
cassette tape.
instrumentals.
45 minutes each side,
Yeah, yeah,
full of instrumentals, all fresh,
yeah, dope.
full of my best stuff.
Yeah. So that turned into, so I was obviously in Wayland, and I ripped Dancing with the Devil, and I recorded it on a dictaphone. I was on a course at the time, and some people who couldn't write, they was doing their coursework on a dictaphone. So I managed to get this dictaphone in my cell, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I recorded that on a tape. Boom. So that tape is out on Bandcamp.
Is it?
And this, yeah, that's out, like, on a dictaphone from Wayland, do you know what I mean?
We should remaster that and put it on
Yeah,
Spotify.
that's on Bandcamp. Ricky Licks
It's
Dancing
a
with the Devil.
real album recorded in jail.
Yeah, the whole album was
I remember when I was a kid. Yeah, my dad had this record, this old, and it was called Murderer's Home, and
Yeah.
it was recordings of black guys in prison in the Deep South.
Yeah.
And what they were singing.
Yeah.
So it's that sort of same thing.
Oh, bruv, it was mad. I could tell you some stories. I forget, like, I need to write these stories down 'cause I forget them. Do you know what I mean? But, like, Aylesbury was high security, do you know what I mean? And fucking, just politics of, like, I'd have my stereo. I remember you got little stereos.
Tape
You know what I
players.
mean? CD player, cassette tape. But some of these ones, usually the cheaper they were the ones that had a mic on.
Yeah, you could
know,
press
that-
record and record the mic.
in the speaker that had a little hole, and that
right.
was a mic, innit? And it just said mic on these little
I remember
stereos.
them ones, yeah.
So you had one set up as the mic with the tape in it, press record on the tape, and then you got one playing the instrumentals. Boom. So I made hundreds of tapes, and I don't know if any of these survive.
Wow.
I think maybe with Todd,
Have you still got the original then? The original tape?
above. Oh, what that? I
Yeah.
think I have. Yeah. It's fucking. It's a sore subject of what happened to my tapes because they all went missing in it. But that's for a whole other thing. But fucking so yeah, that's how we made them. But like in Aylesbury, I'd get put on basic because I've got caught with someone's stereo in my cell, and I remember
You
one
got
time.
two stereos.
Self's now spent like however many days with no telly and no stereo. I think they let you keep your stereo actually, but they take all the other things. And then, boom, I'm on Soch, and I've literally went to someone's cell and went, give me your stereo, brother, and I'll make a tape tonight. Boom, the screws see me do it. He's like, you've literally just come
Oh,
off
no.
basic, bruv. Back on basic, bam, like that, fuck. All to trying to make these tapes. And then when I was making these tapes, that's why these tapes used to sound like this, all mad, and I was spitting. One, because I'm reading,
Yeah.
and two, because I'm trying to watch from the screws and not get caught making these tapes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can hear him tearing the pages and everything.
I mean, these times I was sending out tapes, and like some of them I was called Old, some of them I was called Ricky Licks, some of them I was called Peter Pan. I hadn't truly like settled on Ricky Licks at these times, do you know what I mean? This is like 02, 03. But fucking, so yeah, the Dancing with the Devil, do you know what I mean? One of the tracks we redone, and that's on Dark Matter
That's
5,
right, yeah.
innit?
Fresh out the nick.
Fresh out the nick, do you know what I mean? But
There's
yeah,
some good stuff on there, actually.
yeah, but
Probably some of the
that
best stuff we're doing.
that time of writing was, do you know what I mean? I was on a proper deep course at the time, doing like therapy, counselling. That was just one of them ones where you're really looking. So a lot of my best writing, I think, came
Yeah.
in 2011 when I was on this course. Songs like My Exes and things like that I wrote at that time. Do you know what I mean? Like I was completely clear-headed. I weren't taking nothing. Do you know what I mean? I weren't even like puffing or nothing. Because when I look back, probably my best writing is when I'm clear-headed. Although I like to think it's when I'm smoking and stuff. It's not.
Yeah.
It's when I'm clear-headed.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah. So we we done that little area. Do you know what I mean? The dancing with the devil. But so what do you say? Should we play a track off of Dark Matter 3?
Yeah.
You got one?
If you've got one, you don't like Dark Matter 3, innit?
Which one did we? Let's see. Rep for the Paper. That's got Treebs on it. It's got Mike C.
Yeah, Mike C. Big up Mike C. Big up Pex. Big up Treebs. Do you know what I mean?
Dark Matter 3, it wasn't a very wholesome album. It was quite a sinister affair.
Yeah, it's full of riff-raff. By this time, you got Pex and Mike C. And all Mumble and all these fucking lunatics was on the scene by then. It's all gone fucking...
It's all gone wrong.
It all went nuts, do you know what I mean? Big up to them, like, whatever they're all doing, do you know what I mean? Probably fucking... I can only imagine.
Rep for the Paper.
This is Dark Matter 3. What year did this come out?
I'm not sure.
2015.
That's when
That's when it went on Bandcamp.
that's when I put it on Bandcamp, but
It probably came out in 10 or...
well, no, it had to have got.
09.
What am I being dumb for? This is that. Do you know what I mean? This is that 09, 010.
Yeah, 2 and 3.
Yeah.
That was
This is
it.
when it was getting made.
Yeah.
09, 010. Do you know what I mean? This shit's fucking like. Kids were born this time that are now 15. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, you forget about these ones, don't you? Turn this one up. Oof, you forget about these ones, don't you, Case? You're about to hear some.
Listen, shit, used to exaggerate, now I have to hold it down. Don't ask for shit because I got my own pounds. Back in the day, me, Todd Jinx and Mus Mac. Didn't understand school, but I understood rap. Pissed every night looking for a little hood rap. Paused out, see something nice, then I took that. Met Damien, and I never looked back. Half a bud bottle combat, I'm on that. Wild like a wombat, yo, we got contact. I'll rip for the paper, I'll die for the paper. Take a liberty and I will violate it here. Fuck a place, I'll rub your eye across a grater. Fuck a anti-social bias, see you later. Fuck a snitch, turn your fate into a contract. Me and P about the P, yeah, we on that.
I'll wait for the people, I'll die for the people. Wait for the people, I'll die for the people. Wait for the people, I'll die for the people. Wait for the people, I'll die for the people. Wait for the people, I'll die for the people. Wait for the people, I'll die for the people. Wait for the people, I'll die for the people. Wait for the people, I'll die for the people.
I'm building trap houses, all to stack thousands, barge you fat thousands, can't impact prowlers. Your boy tripping lips known for black powder, charming your fruit, I don't need just some flowers. And see I walk with the force that is powers. WBD, anti-social streets of ward hours. Outstanding, more than music, listen up. We in the cities with our bellies and our fists are clutch. I can make the string jump, whip, spin up, clutch and dump. No pin up, so bums, pens got these pricks pumped. I hate bullies, but hold your chin up, here it comes. Yeah, I rep my slums, vision piece to cops and guns. Woozy from the wolf in lungs, I wanna sell shit, but I'll tell who you shell. Think sink shit, P trips, and that's what it beats, bitch. Fuck's going panic, getting caged to the state shit.
I'll wait for the people, I'll die for the people. Wait for the people, I'll die for the people. Wait for the people, I'll die for the people. Wait for the people, I'll die for the people. Wait for the people, I'll die for the people. Wait for the people, I'll die for the people. Wait for the people, I'll die for the people. Wait for the people, I'll die for the people.
I got a mind for the cheddar. Fire bars like nines and Berettas on bait. I make moves on the slide cause I'm clever to wait. The kid moves for the pie, gets better your waist. No flavor, you need a taste. No swagger, just swag, increase the pace. I set levels like no one will top that. Go ahead, try full flat on your face. I went away and came back with a case of tracks. So fresh, got the paper stacked. I made 3 mixtapes and 2 promos like haircuts. Have a taste of that, I get busy on the bass, I'm bad. No dilly tree bizzle, the ace is back. War talk fluent, do what I'm doing. Call my name, I turn the place to a rack.
I'll wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people.
And it's as simple as that, and you can see it from a broken home. Living in the city on my own, it's getting so cold. And I'm trying to imagine a place called home, and let me paint a little picture about the dramas on road. I want the feds on my back because I'm trying to make a little cash to get your marijuana out and get a little smash. That's how we do it in the city, brother, and that's a fact. And if I class from a boy, you know I've got your back. I can't relax, I feel stressed to the max, and it don't matter if I'm paranoid or blessed on the track. Cause any second I can stop breathing dead on my back. And on my past years, they could be gone in a flash. Look, I'm part of the rap scene, the only thing that's real to me. So if you're feeling me, welcome to my field of dreams. I'm searching for hope, the streets don't agree with me. So I just slip into my fantasy and kill the beat.
I wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. I wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people. Wait for the people, I die for the people.
I die for the people, wait for the people, I die for the... Yeah, but that's fucking taking me back, do you know what I mean? Because, all jokes aside, that was a mad time, really, in my life. Like, with all that shit going on. And there was a lot of crazy shit going on, but, like, some of the music was fucking dope.
Yeah.
And that's what made it real, because it's authentic. You look back and think, fucking hell. But fucking, yeah, that sample's from Shallow Grave, isn't it?
Shallow Grave, the film, yeah. That was around the time we put the first Antisocial night on, wasn't it? Remember that?
Oh, yeah, first Antisocial, yeah. Because the first ever gig, I've put loads of gigs on now, but the first ever gig I put on was A Night With You, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dark Matter, at Bedford's.
At Bedford's Crypt.
Is it still called Bedford's? It is, isn't it? The Crypt, yeah. And fucking, we smashed it, do you know what I mean?
Really good, it was packed in there.
And I booked
underground venue,
yeah,
all low ceilings,
and I
that
booked
was
it with
perfect.
this person, and then rang them up the next day. Bear in mind, they killed it on the bar. Do you know what I mean? And they was like, "Oh yeah, no, I spoke to my manager, and like, 'cause you had like this person there and that person there, like, yeah, you can't put another event on." Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we made loads of money. Do you know what I mean?
But we can't.
Yeah, thanks for the money, but
so yeah, like, and we
later.
faced that a lot over the years. I remember going to the Brickmakers on Spray, and before
yeah, we went in there together, didn't we?
before the hop, before the hop even come out of hip hop, we're looking to put on a hip. No,
yeah, no,
yeah, we're no. Do you know what I mean? They weren't trying to hear shit.
no.
So he gets bigged up a lot. Do you know what I mean? But big up fucking Dan Hallcroft, fucking, you know, from the Owl Sanctuary. Big up to him. Living fucking where he is now, bless him, doing his thing. But when he was here, he was like integral to like what we built around the elbow grease time, do you know what I mean? And people like him. And you know, then we went into fucking COVID, and now live music is a myth, innit?
What's the other venue we used to do down at the back of Prince of Wales Road? We had the whole thing upstairs and downstairs.
Yeah, the gay club, Media.
It wasn't a gay club at the time.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't gay when I was there.
What, the Loft?
Oh, people used to get that. Joking, no, did he? Nah, that weren't for a while. It weren't then, was it? It was called Media. It was the Loft.
Media, that's it.
It was the Loft. Do you know what I mean? And then it was Media, and we used to put some banging nights on. Do you know what I mean?
Upstairs and downstairs.
Yeah. I remember some people put on a drum and bass night and had us in the small room.
That's right.
And then everyone just came down into the small room. Do you know what I mean? Fucking.
We had it on New Year's Eve one year as well.
Yeah, bruv, we had all sorts of nights. Media was the spot, really. Like, in terms of fucking that antisocial era, Media, because it was always packed. You know what I mean? Like, it was always a good vibe, and it was always fucking, And fucking used to take them shit seriously, do you know what I mean? Like, the dress up, the rehearsal, like the everything, the getting ready. The set was a big thing for people, do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I remember fucking Mike C, remember he fucked up his...
He didn't turn up to the first night, did he?
And then when and then I give him a chance to do another set and he fucked it. And it's mad because he was someone that was like rehearsing so much and took it so seriously, like going through it on his songs like for fucking weeks, months before the fucking gig, and then just like got on there and just froze and fucked. Do you know what I mean?
Nerves, man.
Bless him.
Yeah, nerves done him. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, there was fucking a lot of different people that came in and out.
Dan
of
Slang was there at the
what
first
we
night.
was doing. As you can see from Dark Matter 3, that song there, it was heavily influenced by like Pex, Treebs, Mike C. It was that sort of time, weren't it? Do you know what I mean? Dark Matter 3, and then
Then there was a break after that, wasn't there?
yeah. So Dark Matter 4 was made
Dark Matter
a few
4.
years later.
Yeah, I moved house to Jenny Lind, and I was recording. Like, you lot would come round. Like,
Yeah, and that spot was epic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the big, with the cathedral there, and do you know what I mean?
And yeah, Dark Matter 4 was recorded between 2015 and I think 2021 or 2. So that was all the best tracks from those years. And then there's another compilation to come out from those years of all the outtakes. There's still another album to come out in there.
Yeah, because without overwhelming people's heads who haven't listened to our shit, so you got Dark Matter 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's all on Bandcamp, and then Dark Matter 5, which is on everywhere, Spotify, Apple, whatever. And then you got Dancing with the Devil, which is the prison tapes, which is on Bandcamp, side A and side B. Then you got the Lost Tapes.
Oh yeah, Lost Tapes. That was all stuff recorded on just US beats.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Just shit made round yours at Mousehold, but just on American beats. Fucking, so then, boom. So then we've still got these tracks, do you know what I mean, on release. We've still got
Yeah.
some more tracks, innit?
There's another album's worth.
What's that? 'Cause that's annoying.
It's not mine, it's on flight mode.
So you give me a cigar. What's this cigar? You smoking cigars nowadays?
Yeah, I
or-
smoke cigars. I'm a man of class.
What's this, a Hamlet?
A Hamlet, yeah.
Do I have to lick it or anything? No, did he?
No, just light it up.
Hey, Lee's been quiet today, you know. Lee's been dying to start some shit. Hey, I got a quick 21 fire for you.
Go on.
Drake or Kendrick?
Drake.
Stormzy or Central C?
Neither. Hate them both.
Okay, is that allowed?
What do you mean? Is that allowed?
You pick one for him.
I guess I have to go Stormzy.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Run DMC or NWA?
NWA.
Pizza or pasta?
Pasta.
Interesting. Michael Jackson or Prince?
MJ. All day.
Amy or Adele?
Amy.
You can't put those two together.
Who can't do what?
Amy and Adele. That's.
But I do that to pretty much every fucking thing.
But that's like saying Missy
I've done that
or
to
Lauren.
you.
But that's like Missy or Lauren. You never said Amy or Adele. I don't think I would have chosen those ones either.
Lee, how many times have I said Adele or Amy?
Did he say it to me?
Everyone.
I don't think he said it to me because I remember saying Adele was was the one for me
Bruv,
before you
this
even
has
asked
not
me
turned
that.
into-
Sorry, I apologise.
21. Bruv, go and watch the previous shows, bruv. And I guarantee you, yeah, if I'm lying, I'll let Candy out into the wild that I've said Amy or Adele at least 5 times. Yeah, I reckon every time. Yeah, you're right. I
I'm
reckon
gonna have to
every
go back
time.
and watch my one.
Right, boom. Stevie Wonder or Ray Charles?
Stevie.
Cypress Hill or Nirvana?
Nirvana.
Brandy or whiskey?
Whiskey.
Oasis or Blur?
Ooh, Oasis.
Beyonce or Rihanna?
Beyonce.
Mobb Deep or Onyx?
Oh, that's hard.
Tough one.
It's like trying to pick a favourite kid. Mob Deep.
And he goes ahead and picks one.
Take for that what you want. Coffee or tea?
T.
Skinny Man or Kalashnikov?
Skinny.
Godfather or Scarface?
Godfather.
Elvis or Johnny Cash?
Johnny Cash.
Rolling Stones or Beatles?
Rolling Stones.
Cheese and onion or prawn cocktail?
Cheese and onion.
Interesting. Boys in the Hood or Friday?
Boys in the Hood.
Tupac or Biggie?
Oh, come on. Tupac.
You have to do it, bro. You have to do it. So, going back to your studios, so you recorded at Mousehold, and then you recorded at Jenny Lynn,
Yeah.
and now you got to set up where you are at your new
Now
place.
I've got a new place.
And what do you find yourself doing mostly nowadays musically?
Just finishing off old stuff, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the fun stuff that you like doing.
Yeah. Labouring through the boring parts.
Because you listen to some of our early Dark Matters and some of it is raw, do you know what I mean? But it's fine.
Yeah, it is. But
Like-
you want it to be I want it to be as good as I can though. I'm a bit of a perfectionist.
Yeah, the
you know what I
longer
mean?
you do it, the more you want to get it. You might as well just do that extra little bit, innit?
Yeah.
Just, bruv, it's hard.
Sometimes it's work to even get it to sound raw. Do you know what I
Do
mean?
you
have to
find
put that out of the
yourself
way.
like stopping being creative because you've got to like go back to the thing that you have created and like do that?
Yeah, no, I don't see it like that. I see the
The whole thing is being creative.
polishing it off and
As part
finishing
of it.
something. That is being creative because if you don't finish it, then you've got nothing really.
What do you think about that case?
I've never had the time to do a project all the way through and not have to do another project. So
And you move, you like,
it's like if
you move very quickly if you want, but then other things you take fucking months on, don't you?
That's a track I've been working with a band. We've been working on it for 3 years. Just one track. Just working on it and working on it and working on it. And then there's other things where I've worked with a whole orchestral set, and that took 3 hours. You'd think the one with 20 pieces would take more than one with 4 pieces, but it depends on where you are mentally that day.
Yeah.
And me, like Giles says, like the whole project is, you don't break it up into sections. It's like, once I've finished making the beats and I've got to record and I've got to mix, it's just, I've got to do this project. I've got to get this done. But luckily for me, I've always got other projects on the go. I'll start mixing one project while I'm starting to produce another project. So I'm never in a position where I'm just doing beat producing or just mixing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like writing. You're never not writing, even when you're recording. You're still writing other stuff.
Well, half the time I'm releasing stuff that I said or writ 3, 4, 5 years ago.
It happens. Sometimes like, you can make a track, you can write something today, record it tomorrow, and have it back out by next Friday. It just depends on how quick the flow is.
Yeah, sometimes they come out quickly.
Yeah, but like Giles says, you can find stuff like you've been working on since 2015, and you're still working on it in 2025. Because it's just like, it's not that it's not good or you haven't finished it. It's just that it has its own life on it. Like it has its own. I don't know what to call it. Help me out here, producer. Help.
I've got a thing where I've got this computer that's nearly 10 years old and I know it's going to die any day, so I have to finish these tracks or all that work will be lost.
Yeah, you get stuff like that.
Have you ever lost any music?
Yeah, I have.
Tell me how that felt.
Devastating. It really is.
Bad, isn't it?
Have you never had it once where it felt kind of freeing? Where
But when you finish, when you work for ages on something for weeks and weeks, and then you finish it and it goes out, and then you sort of feel a bit, what am I going to do now?
you know, you're just, you don't have a goal at that point. You're like, what's the point?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think it's the
Putting
OCD thing.
Putting out music can be quite deflating, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. You feel like jaded sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
After it's done.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But are you talking about the same thing where you're jaded as in like you don't have anything else to do, or as in like you don't have the response you're getting?
No, it's not. It's not about the response. It's just you're working hard on something for ages and ages, and it consumes you, and then you finish it.
Yeah. And then you got nothing. Like that's it.
And then you.
Who's that geezer who spat on one of your beats? So that one of the Blackpool guys or something, wasn't he?
Oh, what? Afghan Dan.
Afghan Dan.
Yeah.
That little era there where they used to beef each other, didn't they? These guys from Blackpool.
The kids in
These young
Blackpool.
kids. What happened there again? Because did he find your beat on YouTube or something?
Yeah, he found my beat on YouTube, spat on it, and he had like millions of views on it. And then, it's on there, but it's not on his official channel, and it's on Spotify.
Mad.
So yeah, that was a bit crazy.
Give me some money in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've given up thinking I'm going to make
Send
money
me
off
like
it.
some weed or something. Do
Yeah,
something.
just give
innit?
us 50 quid or something.
Do you know what I mean? I was with you the other day. We was playing some of their songs, innit? Yeah. Because I said that. Because that was mad. Because then your son he was listening to.
Yeah,
them
my
at the time.
kid used to listen to it all
So
the
that
time.
would be sick being him, innit?
Yeah, and he's like going
And
around to
your
his friends.
dad has just made, do you know what I mean?
He's just made that.
He's
beat.
going around to his friends saying, "My dad made this song," and everyone's like, "Yeah, right."
Yeah,
It is a sort of lie a 9-year-old boy would tell to his friends as well.
yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, big up Leo. So, are you still making beats?
I haven't made a beat in ages, in years. I'm just finishing the ones that I've got at the minute.
Yeah. And is there a few of them there, or?
Oh, there's hundreds. Absolutely hundreds.
Fucking hell, so
Yeah.
that'll take a while. Why don't you just give them all to Case?
What? Why? The Case has a life, you know.
Case will whip them up in a day. Are you
Case has a
mad?
life. Do you know how many times I have literally lost life?
Buy
'Cause
Case
it's
a
just-
fucking
No, yeah,
jar
like,
of coffee, do you know what I mean?
Giles will understand, like when you go through an old batch of beats and stuff, and you're listening to them, you're like, oh, I could make something sick out of this little sample. And I've lost 2 days of and I've had to ring into studio sessions like, I can't come in, I'm ill, I can't do it. Put the phone down, 40 hours straight was just like banging about, because it's just. I remember when you came to me with an old CD of old beats, and it's just a Case beats.
Yeah.
I must have spent about a week just remixing, retouching stuff like that off those CDs. So you do.
Yeah,
it's annoying.
I can't give them to someone else. That's my baby.
Yeah. To be fair, I have given my beats. I don't know. I'm a bit weird. Once I feel like I can't do much else to it, and I feel like it's not finished, anyone can take it from there. I am a very easygoing. Just I don't even know. Don't even have to put my name on it.
you're all different to work
Everyone's
with,
different,
You know what I mean?
But that's why I said earlier on, you learn from each other, where you're like, oh, okay, you do it that way. Oh, okay, let me try it that way as well.
Because some producers want to be in the session, they're not letting.
Some producers want you to want to write the lyrics for you, and then spit, and then tell you how to spit it.
Now some producers go mad.
And it's just like, whoa, like that's where I know my stuff. I know.
Me to rewrite shit and all that.
I think I've done that to you like a couple of words.
You know what I mean?
Like
you make the beats and I'll do
Yeah.
No, there are some-
sometimes.
yeah, it works sometimes.
Sometimes
collaborate.
ideas, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Of course, it does work.
Like I could never rewrite a whole line of a rapper. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I could give them ideas, but I could never rewrite because I can't do
I've
that.
heard you freestyle, but when you're making a beat, do you know what I mean?
But it's always like one line, isn't it? I can never go past that because my brain's just like, the beat.
Yeah, no, I put a couple hooks and all that. You make bare noises in your beats as well, innit?
Yeah, my voice is a lot of instrument. It's just a lot easier when something's in your head and you have it already, and you just put it on the microphone, lay it down, so you have the right idea there.
You use your vocal as an instrument.
Yeah, I mean that's the best instrument I have. I can't play instruments like Joe. I can't play. I can pass on a guitar and a piano.
Yeah.
Like if you walk past really quickly and heard me play, you'd be like, oh, you can play. But yeah, my voice is the best instrument I can control.
Do you sing?
I wish. Oh my god, if I could sing, I wouldn't be working with rappers and stuff like that. Are you mad?
Give us a bar. I believe I can fly.
What? I believe I can fly.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Can you sing that? How well can you sing that?
Give us some R.
I
Kelly.
can't sing no R. Kelly. Are you?
That was just.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, Derek Case is not singing today.
All right.
I believe I can fly.
That's beautiful.
My tone is so odd because it's just like, because you know when you listen back to your own voice, it just sounds weird.
Yeah,
It doesn't
dude.
sound what you know. So I spent like when I'm 13 to 16, I just spent loads of time doing what you do, just recording the dictaphones and listening back.
Yeah.
I learned to like my voice.
Fucking I reckon we should listen to the Antisocial song that we listened to earlier before we was on air. Do you know what I mean? Because that's quite an epic song, and
That's a case beat, isn't it?
it's history, isn't it? Yeah.
That's a snapshot of that era. It's got every single person on it.
When
I wish I could get those acapellas.
when I went away, I had a fresh box of Dark Matter 2s and a fresh box of the Movements. It was that time.
Yeah.
They was both ready to go. Do you know what I mean? So
That was like you said, that was a snapshot in time for us.
People used to buy CDs back then.
Yeah. Like actual physical CDs. They used to contact you like, can I get one of those?
Antisocial is off the Movement album, Liu. And that's the first track. And like they got Toddy. This was made at Future, obviously. And every week someone's different was jumping on the track, and it just became this mad track with like all the youngers. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how many people's on there, but there's a few people on there, and it's like, yeah, you know.
I think there was a point where you could literally see where the music in Norwich was going through that track. Like, you had the elders, you had the youngers.
The energy, do you know what I mean? It was real. There was like, yeah, bro.
What one was it, sorry?
On the Movement album, on Bandcamp, and then the first track, Antisocial. Because when I heard you spit, Giles, that caught me by surprise.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When would I heard you spit? Would it have been Wonder Woman, innit?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And like it was like a reggae twang to your bars.
Yeah, so I used to rap.
There was, do you know what I mean?
I've given up rapping. I think I'll leave it to the pros.
Barv, you was one of the best. Don't get nothing twisted, because you had the maddest flow and like funny bars, as like
Yeah,
the way
yeah.
like Grime Minister, sour like vinegar, just the way you dropped it dry like that, shit like that. Do you know what I mean?
I always find producers have the best flows.
Yeah, let's listen to Antisocial track from. This is a case beat from the first track on the Movement album. This is obviously where like just bare people's rapping on the track.
Licks, Antisocial. Big up all the noise, man. Yeah. Big up Venom. Listen. Yo. Good morning to you, it's good night. What's good, John? What's your hood like? What's your girl like? What's the hood like? I just ease it, I don't push white. And I still do missions on my push bike. Licks come hard like a lorry full of elephants. Grind for the day, but I want for the hell of it. You can't fuck me over, I'm celibate.
Going true to the true veteran with a 1 gigaton titanium tongue. Now I'm not done, I'll tell you where I'm done. Yeah, this is how my business run. Yeah, this is how I run my tongue. Second to none, number one. I make your eardrum hum, pop, and go numb. MCs get blown to kingdom come.
It's a licks, yeah, I'm running things in. I pride myself on being on this team, and I call myself a small protege to all the new flows my boys teaching me. And there are many things that can faze me. A beautiful face to cover sick dreams. So when you tucked up in your bed at night, you better pray to God. I'll be so with your
If
wife.
money makes the world go round and take more, click it, cat, that's the sign of your draw. Really want beef, what you waiting for? Well, back in the club, what you hating for? Life's getting hard, shit hard, straight hurting. Move out the way before man start murking. Straight up, grinding gully. Don't make me laugh, you never see real money. I'm not anti-social, my job needs social skills. Getting massive public cash through a dose of pills. When the streets shutting drugs or in Greece, rocking clubs with the pink show me love, just got throw that still. To take my warning and proceed with caution. I'm the swordsman, I stew the headless horseman. Without remorse, I smash them seas like porcelain. I'm fan finesse and I'm fucking awesome.
Out with the boys, out with the crew, out with the mans. Fat man there, raise up hands. Against this, you will never last long. I'll make enough pussy on MC run. Anyone who's got a problem with me, G-Dogs, I'll do what I want. Regrets I'll have nothing to mention. Went straight to hell is represent.
Dark up the week, getting dark on the beat. Got boys in the alleyway starting the beef. Look, 009 and we back in the streets. Call me a lyricist back on the beat. And I roll with a fucked out team on the scene. Make peace with a real G shot in the green. Spit wall for the street like ball for my peeps. Stay true to my crew every day till I leave.
You ain't down for the beef, can't be down for the war. 20 hood up, green surrounding your door. I wreck my team fully fall above to the floor. Don't get twisted, no love for my hoes, just love for my man them. And if man chatting shit, we'll bang them. Drop to the floor, then stamp them. The fiends and cats make a piece, so I have to thank them.
I'm only 22, but I'm large and older. I'm licking out niggas like I was, now I'm a soldier. You think that I'm big, but I'm not sure that I'm bolder. I told ya that I'm a fucked out man. Cause the top has always been top of my plan. It's like when I'm on the road, I'm thinking nothing can stop me. People always try, but in the end, it's just for me. I'm anti-social, you can't fuck with me. Yeah.
quite cold, so my gloves on. Cause most nights red like chicks with a tampon. PD clips and I reps in my clip. Night slept with the clips with the snakes and the kicks. 9/8s and the prick that will bake in your pigs. And I ain't preach, just a way that we live. I got nothing to give, I'm trying to get back to the peas. I was attacked and I drained on the praps.
You see man like me, does robberies for the grams of the keys. Yes, I'm in it for the peas. If Chris last man standing, anti-order, anti-social man, then fuck the petty crimes, it's time to put the grand in. If it's beef, then I'll shank him. If it's beef, then I'll shank him.
Catch you slipping on road, then there's beef, flick knife in your ribs, metal hole in your teeth, you're not fucking with me. I'm our body without the whole team, I'm go when I'm grease, I'm set to get peas, yo. Cause I'm our body with it, the flow, they can't get it, they're shocked that I did it, the old flow, forget it now. I still spit like back in the days.
When I'm on the rhythm, just don't go kill it. You won't see me chatting to fakes like chief rigging. You can get wrapped if you're giving it the biggin. So we were relax and listen, thugs I roll with them, some thugged out villains. Anybody trying to team them blood spilling. Try test freeze, I found out we did living. You wind up, listen, make your decision.
Sick as a sadistic, bitter and twisted. Step on the mic, make leave a statistic. And I spit so quick, blink twice. He missed the flow smooth like John Smith. Written with a list, with prophecy, not a myth. The revenge of a Sith, out of the shadow of my lyrical death. What you give from the dark, and I clear my art. And a bitch from my bite, it's my bar.
They say that I'm weird, they say I'm recluse, but my head's not in the cloud, man, my head's in the news. Some people battling the devil, but I'm battling Zeus. Attacking any man, then attacking the crew. Think that you're good, then I'm sending to you. Super spot with intellect, well you ain't got a clue. Dealing with the school, you girls sees me and jewels. I'm perverting MCs, spread my speech on a tune.
War as fuck, innit? But you know, what's going on with the duck?
Last time I was here, I had a little toy on me, so I thought continue
that's
the.
Rihanna's duck, yeah.
Last time I had the blue one.
He's just chilling. I don't know where Candy is. He's about somewhere.
Candy's chilling.
Yeah, so you're sorting out these old beats, and you're hopefully gonna get some bookings with the country music.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing some stuff with your band. I'd like to see you live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
definitely.
And that's called the
Pig Iron.
The Pig Iron.
The Pig Iron. Yeah. Yeah. So look out for that. Do you know what I mean? We'll put some links for fucking some of the projects we've put in the thing anyway. But yeah. Other than that, what other plans have you got going forward musically or creatively in general?
I want to get Ricky Licks back in the studio. I've got bare instrumentals.
All right, well,
with his name written on them.
Okay, well, I know him well. I'll speak to him.
I want to make a new album.
I've got bars, I've got bars.
You got some, yeah?
It's making my voice tremble. I got bars. Yeah, I got bars.
You should hear some of these new instrumentals. They got Ricky Licks written all over them.
You won't be surprised to know I've got some stuff that I need to get out. So
need to unload.
Yeah, bro. But I gotta ease it out to all of you. No Diddy.
Pause.
No Diddy.
Do you know what I mean? Gotta spread the love. But yeah. Anyway, go check out Dark Matter 5, you lot. Do you know what I mean? And all the rest of Dark Matters.
So Dark Matter 5 is available on all platforms, right?
All platforms.
Yeah. All platforms.
What song we gonna play? What song we gonna play from Dark Matter 5? Before we go quickly, Dark Matter 5 that we've just dropped, we recorded that at Jenny Lind as well, and you was there.
That was the best stuff.
And
that wasn't on Dark Matter 4.
That's obviously when I was more around music lessons by this time.
Yeah, music lessons used to come through as well.
You got a couple music.
That was another era that we didn't talk about.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? Because boom, that project was that, and that. Do you know what I mean? Where they was kind of on the scene by that time. So fuck all of them. No, I'm joking. Big up all of them lot.
Big up music lessons.
All the ML, my brothers. Do you know what I mean?
Was it Blue Clue as well?
All of them lot. Do you know what I mean? As well. Big up all of them. So Dark Matter 5, that's out there, and as you say, we've got this next project that's going to be out soon, and at the same time we're going to be making some new music. You know what I mean? But yeah, blessed for coming through, and hopefully we'll get you on there again soon, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And fucking, yeah, what song are we playing off Dark Matter 5? Armageddon. Who's on this? Me?
It's just you, and me playing guitar.
Oh, so Dropper Man's not on this one, innit? It's just me, innit? Yeah, Armageddon off Dark Matter 5. Big up to Sacred Beats, Sid Sacred. Big up to Kaze. Big up to Lee. Big up to all of you lot, and we'll see you all again soon. This is Armageddon off Dark Matter 5. Big up to all of you. Peace.
setting. Fallen angels, Armageddon. See the demons, a dark presence, the tears of God. My heart is heavy, yeah. Raindrops from the grey clouds, all alone in the woods, strange sounds. Wolfhounds still howl at the full moon, blood on the soil, growl like baboons in a foul mood, head spin around like an owl. Fight till the death, no throwing in the towel. This life is a gift, lift your frown. Tomorrow's not promised, live for now. Stolen wisdom, hidden gems. Before the humans, jinns will send. There's no beginning, there is no end. Angry men that seek revenge. It's a tornado, it's an earthquake, it's a whirlwind, it's a monsoon. Some go to hell, some go to heaven. Take your last breath, it's Armageddon. It's a tornado, it's an earthquake, it's a whirlwind, it's a monsoon. Some go to hell, some go to heaven. Take your last breath, it's Armageddon.
Sing a song of sixpence, yeah, you're in the kitchen. Had a few fake friends, know a few real men. Had dramas in the ends, can't say when. Thank God that I'm free like amen. Bro, yeah, my ex was a fucking slut. She was Jen Lane, I was Forrest Gump. Yeah, chat shit, get a box lip. King, boxers, no forklift. Move kinda awkward, sad like an orphan. Another dead body, heard the sound of the organ. Marching through the dark with masked men. Many still hate, but I'm past caring. Come against the vet, that's far-fetched. Break the bottle, put the glass through your neck. Shit, I'm a legend like Alan Shearer. I'm a product of a mad era.
It's a tornado, it's an earthquake, it's a whirlwind, it's a monsoon. Some go to hell, some go to heaven. Take your last breath, it's Armageddon. It's a tornado, it's an earthquake, it's a whirlwind, it's a monsoon. Some go to hell, some go to heaven. Take your last breath, it's Armageddon.
Big up. Yeah, boy.
Gangster. 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 Gangster.
Gangsta Hippy Podcast.